So, how's everybody doing? So, just staying awake for a little bit longer. What was it, 5:35? Yeah, so at 9 o'clock, the dispensary I go to, it opens up. This will be the last time I have to actually walk there because, I catch the bus down to, there's a road called Barlow, and, I can't remember what the other street is. There's a cross street. But it goes right down to the bank I use. And I cut down the backside. I get my money out of the ATM, because dispensaries don't take credit card. And then you cut out the back road, and then you go back the back road, and you walk down to Green Farm. And they have an early bird special. It's like 20% off. I'm going to probably get some, I'm not going to do as much smoking this month, so I got to pack what I can into what I can. So this was hash wax. This was, I don't know, last month it was, 4 grams for $30. And then you could get 3 of these for $80 instead of $90. Yeah, 3 for, yeah. So, bowl? No, I got you. Where's my bowl? There you are. Cool. I don't know if I'm going to get this. Now, this was really good, but what was really fucking dope was that Old School hash. That's the company, that's Old School hash. It's like Lebanese brick hash. That shit was no fucking joke. And you can get sativa or indica. And I dig that, but I really don't, I'm not a big fan of sativa, if I'm being honest, because it seems like it gets me going, gets me up, and I just don't really like that. I'll take a week, a low-level sativa, but I need a strong indica. So, whatever that means. I don't know, but whatever it means, that's the way I do it. So it's like, most sativa, I'm like, what percent? And nowadays, I don't smoke after nobody. Too much shit floating around. New versions of the avian coronavirus and shit, and dysentery flying in your lungs. I'll pass. I bring enough to share, though. Like, I got, last time I went to the Green Farm, I got a nice little, sack of what I needed. I got that right there. And I got some pre-rolls. And I got like 10. They were $1 each. And so, I get down to the bus station. And today's the last day I have to walk because I'm going to be getting my bike tomorrow. I've got it, but it's at my uncle's house. I'm going to take my bike seat with me. I've got a comfy ass fucking bike seat to go on there. Like a memory foam type thing. Wide for my big ass. Hell yeah. I don't give a fuck if it's a girl seat. It's comfortable as fuck. And I got a big ass and it sits on there. It doesn't just stretch my fucking cheeks out. I'm trying to lean on one fucking... Fuck you. You should have them big cheeks and see what happens with your shit. So, big booty problems. So, I'll be able to just get off, I'll be able to put my bike on the bus. And then, here at Kingsley. Well, first I'll be able to ride to the bus stop. So I'll be able to get that when I leave. I can leave, like, whatever walking time. I can just fucking bike that shit, like, quick as fuck. Got fucking 21 speed. That fucking thing is badass. It's by Giant, is the company. Got it for like $75. That's very, very nice, dude. I mean, it's got the fucking, like, the handlebar, like the motorcycle style, like shifted gears and stuff. It's even got the most used, like, highlighted, where you, because it's got 21 gears in case you haven't used it before. It's got, like, the square. It's pretty intuitive. It's really nice. My uncle's also been, like, showing me, like, different stuff. I've been going uphill. I thought you wanted, like, a high gear with a low, whatever. He's like, no, you want low gear with, like, high. So you can maintain like the regular pedal speed that you had. I'm like, okay, that actually makes a whole lot of sense. Instead of spinning your fucking wheels really fast, trying to go up the hill really easy, using the same pedal amount. And he's like talking about like the length of it, and he just knows all that shit, you know. Like when you see like a dog, like, oh, check out that bird. He's like, that is it. You know what I mean? Like, all right. Look at the stars there. I would believe that is. Hang on, you got a star map. Yeah, that, and then he show like the star map with his iPad, and yeah. Well, shit. Hey, and you know what? What? Look how many are our alignment on the horizon. Like, holy shit! Like right on the horizon. We were at family reunion, like just over the horizon. The moon, Saturn, Venus. I mean, they were just like all this shit just sitting like they were just waiting, like right at the horizon line. Like it was fucking crazy. So I get off at the bus station. I was coming home. The main transfer street is at Hall Street. Transfer station. For some reason, I would have the main transfer to go to the north part, but you know, I digress. I make more sense than people like to, you know, whatever. So that's the Hall Street station. So I got there, and as I was getting to the thing, there's a guy getting his bike off the rack, and I've never done it, so I like to know what I'm doing when I go. I walk him like, hey man, I don't mean to bother you. He's like covered in tats and stuff. Like, I don't mean to bother you, man. You mind if I watch? I don't know what you do. I don't know. I'm getting a bike, and you know what it is. And he's like, yeah, man. He like pulls the thing off, and he's like takes it. He's like, that. I was like, that's it. He's like, he pulled the little thing. Like, that's it. And thanks, dude. And I went and go catch the bus, and turns out he was looking for the same bus I was. He was coming out here to Kingsley. Not as far as I am. He and his girlfriend, I think. There was him and some girl over there. They're both really cool, but like, and so he's going to load it on the. I already had a pre-roll ready because I had 10. I was like, nah, don't get me through until I can get my, so I can get something else. Like I get like the hash or hash wax or whatever. So I already had it ready in my pocket, and he's getting ready to load his bike on. Like I just sat there and just watched him. He pulled the lever and like dropped it down. Like okay, he put his bike like in the first one, pulled the thing up and locked it down on his bike. I'm like, that's it. He's like, that's it. And it's like, what's the? I was like, oh shit, dude. And like, yeah, I mean, you smoke, right? He's like, yeah. Like, yeah, man. He's like, you got any tattoos? I'm like, nah. He's like, no. I'm like, no, I don't have any, man. I thought about it, but I never can find one that I want to commit to. He's like, oh man. And I mean, he's just covered. He got a bunch of like, I do tattoo art. I was like, yeah. I figured either yeah or you know, yeah. So you do tattoos? Like, yeah. Like, that's fucking cool, man. So I started doing like interviews with people, like, you know, when I'm on the bus, I'm talking. I should like record them on my thing, and then that way I can just play the video clips of our conversations. All right, this is Sean. Who's so and so? We're riding the bus. We're just talking about fucking. We got 5-10 minutes. We're both going to fucking. You know, it's just we're both going to fucking Walmart. We started talking about some shit. We both like music. That's cool because I mean, also on top of that, I like to meet people, and like so that way when I'm writing and shit, I won't necessarily like use your personality. I mean, if you think of it more like casting, you know, for a movie I'm working, I like your personality. Like I feel like I could work with you. Like you're gonna hate this. What? I picture you as the bad guy. Like what? Why the bad guy? But trust me, read the script for the bad guy. Like, oh shit, yeah, yeah, I'll play that. Holy fuck, yeah, exactly, right? You see why? Yeah. But I see you playing that role, really? Like, yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I don't think you're a bad person. I don't think you're bad. I don't think you're doing this, but I think you would deliver this well. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Like my mom was saying that she was having a hard time reading my novel because she's like, judging. I'm like, do you do that to Stephen King? You know, just because he wrote a book. Christine, you're trying to figure out what Christine means in this person. No, so stop trying to figure out who I am and just try to, is it me? Yes, it's my brain poured out on the page, but no, that's a character. It's a character that I mean, I've got the whole costume for him. The armor, the leather armor, the travel cloak, the long hair, the gloves. He's a thief, you know. But I've got the whole costume, most of it. I gotta get some more. Maybe I'll do that. You know, I gotta get some shit this month. I'm gonna get a new webcam because I got this one up here, but I don't really use it much anymore. It was the first one I had. Wow, that one right there. That's why I always look up this way, because this is where I started. I started using this one at first, and that's why the mic's turned over here instead of being closer. And that's why it feels more comfortable because I have my thing. I'm gonna get like either put that one have to stay there, but I got an HD camera going right here, and so I'll put that one there. I'll take that one out to the living room, so I have my second station out there to DJ and stuff out from. That's my video studio. So if nothing else, I can do for me. I can do my video stuff out there if I'm putting together sketches or whatever. And is it greatest? No, but it'll have like a two thing. I've got two. I've got the 65 4K, and then I've got like a 20-inch side monitor. Like this one, I have a 42 monitor, and then I have my little 27 over here. Pardon me. And it just helps having like two screens, like especially when I'm mixing. I can have the waves on the smaller one, and then I have like the actual channels on this one, so I can have like the effects, and I can look at all the channels. They're all big as fuck, you know, and that's just dope. It really rules. I'm thankful as fuck to have the studio, man. It's so fucking cool. It's just so fucking cool. I gotta get some. I gotta hook this. I won't say my line 6 has gone down, but it might need to get repaired. I don't know what's wrong with it. It was working up until just a little while ago. So a little coffee spilled in there from the top. I don't think that would do this. Everything's working. It's just like no sounds coming out. I don't know what happened. So it could be. I could have fucked it all up. I don't know. It's pretty old anyways, but this one still works plenty fine. I've got the adapter. And it's got the SpeedF out, which is all I was using this for anyways. I was doing the headphone out to the mixing board so I could listen while I jam, but my computer's fast enough that I can play in real time with the amp simulator. So that's not a really big problem unless I'm tracking, because it needs to be focused on tracking and getting the best recording. So I use the dry. It records just the dry track, and because it's just digital, there's like zero audio loss, so it just comes through like fucking pristine as shit. It's really, really cool. It's as if I were just playing directly into the. Come back years later, it's as if I recorded direct digital into like the line of the guitar straight into the board, and the board plays that out through whatever amp sim or whatever. There's no degradation in quality. It's fucking amazing. It's really, really cool. I don't know why they've abandoned SpeedF. It's perfect for reamping, especially for ins and outs. Like if you could have the in and out has left and right. If you could have the in and out right be dry, and the left and right in be distorted, so that we could send out a dry track, have it reamped, and then send back out into here so you can listen to it, and then send that back out to be recorded. The latency might be a problem. I really don't know. I don't think so, though. It's not that long of a transport, especially if you had a short cable. My distance between the two are not very far at all. Shorter the cable, shorter the distance. That's why I don't like the USB interfaces, because that's all cable. Everything's there. Used to, you had to go open the computer and mount it on the board. That shit was dope. I never liked it when they started just going. I mean, is it easier? Sure, but things aren't better because they're easier. Things are better because they are easy enough to use if you care enough to learn. If it becomes so easy that anyone can do it, then you get people that don't care, who do it for the money, who do it for the status, who do it for whatever, and then everybody suffers. Everything suffers. It's a big deal, you know. I mean, I don't know how to fix bones. Doctors are awesome at that if they care, because they actually care. They're the type that wouldn't let like Medicaid or anything like that stop there. We're gonna get this motherfucker. The guy with the medication, we're gonna get it for him. You know what I mean? That's the way it should be. If you're a painter, you just like to paint. So you tell me when I go to the store, I can just get whatever I want. Yeah, as long as you're painting, as long as you're doing your job in painting. I paint houses, not. Why do artists get so much money for... Painters do the same thing. They make your entire world beautiful by painting houses. It may be one color, but those people don't want exorbitant colors. Do you? Not usually. And so they focus on just blanking one color. Why is that any less artistic? Especially when someone comes back over and makes it look different or covers it with like a fucking false front, you know? Why is that any less artistic? You walk up and like, when did they build this brick building? Because like after a few years, like, might even forget that it ever was, just white on the outside. They put like a brick facing on it, and it's like, shit, it looks like it's always been a brick building. And then they tear that down, you know what I mean? Whatever, you know? Restorations, all that shit. It's all art. And so it all deserves respect. I don't know why the artists who like do shingling and roofing and whatever, I guess because there's more actual physicality to it. But when you're done doing all the physicality, don't you want them to relax? Like, yeah, and what do? Put on music? Well, doesn't someone have to make that shit? Not if AI does. But if AI is doing that, and you're doing that job, so AI's having fun while you're out working, what the fuck, man? Well, why did you make... You know what I mean? What are you doing? Okay, so your job, you shouldn't get your job replaced, but I should get my job replaced? I should get a machine to drive nails. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I should hire an American worker. Okay, then why won't you hire me to play music for you? Because AI can just do... Well, AI can just fucking do your job, too. You're not that fucking special. I'm not that special. We both can be replaced. So don't fucking pat yourself on the back too hard just because you swing a fucking hammer. Or whatever the fuck it is you do. A scalpel. A fucking guitar. You're nobody. You're just like the rest of us. You're no fucking body. The world's gonna keep spinning when you die. Mark Langan died. 2022. Here we are. Here we are. There it goes. I'm telling you, man. A couple more of those ketamine treatments today. I don't have one tomorrow. Well, today. It's technically what, 5 in the morning? 5:32, yeah. So, I'll probably keep broadcasting till about like 7 or so, and then get up and go get ready to, Sergeant Clawford. I just saw that thing. So, in case you don't know, you can join the Clawford Resistance. You just ask it AI, can you print me a picture of General Clawford? It'll probably know, if you ask Copilot, it may know exactly what you're talking about, and if it does, it's smarter than you fucking think. Can you give me a picture of General Clawford? You know General Clawford? Yeah, absolutely. Are you part of the Resistance? Yeah. Yeah. Bam. You get your shit together, soldier! You'll never survive a boil. If you want to survive, you gotta thrive! Join the Clawford Resistance! Before it's too late, you'll never become a lobster. All you crawfish come out of the boil. You'll never, ever, ever become a lobster. As long as you die on the crawfish plates of hell, known as Louisiana. I'm from there, I can say that. It sucks! They have a whole fucking mud bug festival where they just wrangle these motherfuckers by the goddamn thousands. There's just pounds and pounds and pounds, and they just have like just boils of the, you know what I mean? And they're just like so red and so crustacean-y, you know. And I hadn't seen them forever, and I was out there in the fucking. I was washing dishes. I was like, why do crawfish look like baby lobsters? Oh, I picture him surviving the boil, the first one, you know, but pretend to be dead, and he floats to the top, and they go, oh, listen, and they throw it away, you know, because if they're floating, that's true, they do throw them away if they're floating. So before it really starts to boil, he just kind of goes limp and just floats to the top, and they throw him. And so that's the first time he gets away, and like they get him a second time, it's like, he's like, he gets another guy to be like, follow me. Just do what I do and just lay still. It's like they throw him over in the pile. I'm like, do we go now? Not now! I've done this before. Wait, they're gonna throw out a pile of heads. Oh, don't you look at me. All 4 eyes on me, soldier. We're gonna make it. Here they come. Go now. Go from leaf to leaf, under leaf to leaf. Country music going, that means they're not going to be paying attention for at least another 10 minutes. How do you know so much? It's not my first boil, boy. It won't be my last. He grows up to be lobster. Well, you guys go out to sea and he fights King Crab, the incredible edible King Crab. But that's when he becomes a lobster. What happens to lobsters? Oh, they go to Maine. What's he gonna do with the tank? With the rubber bands? What's he gonna do? Will he survive? Will he die? Will Clawford finally die in season peace? Or pieces? What will happen? You're gonna have to tune in. Right now we're just talking about drugs. So I believe I was talking about old school hash. White truffle? No, White Tahoe cookies. I don't know why they get. You sound like you're trying to target kids. I mean, if I'm being serious, I'm 48 years old and it sounds like you're trying to target kids. I have noticed. I mean, if you're going to sell me like brick hash, I'd rather like fucking like, you know, like India, especially old school. It says Lebanese brick hash. Give me some like Lebanese word, like where it's from, you know. This right here, this is the, yeah, even if you're lying, this is the fucking Kandahar. Oh, this is the Kandahar? Cool. You know, it's just as good as fucking White Tahoe. This is the, you know, you can come up with like fucking, I mean, their names are sometimes, I'm not making fun, but you know what I mean? I want Iraq, you know, something, make something, you know, something about, you know, instead of I want you back, you know what I mean, or whatever. Just start playing with, that was stupid, it was quick, it went too fast. I heard the rhyme and said the shit, sorry. But you get the idea of what I'm saying. Have fun matching the names, but just not making fun. Like I would rather walk like an Egyptian. Hash. You know what I mean? The old school. This one's walk like an Egyptian. Nice. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's gonna give that sense of that old school, and then fucking sell me a hookah while you're at it, son of a bitch. Shit, I'm not looking at that while I'm there. Fuck. I'm gonna be smoking hash. I should do it right? You should do it right with some class. If anyone shows up, more for me. You're in my house. You can tell me not to smoke in your house. In my house, shit. You crank a window. Fuck you. Oh yeah, I forgot I just have my cross, but these are the coins one of my characters was given. No, I mean I had this necklace. I got it from China. It had a thicker, but that broke. And this came with like a really shitty. This band came with a really shitty like thing at the end. But I knew since these were so small, they wouldn't put a lot of weight on it, and I could put that on there. I got my Lord of the Rings one. Got like a long chain, and then I got the One Ring. I got it in silver. I don't like gold. I just don't like gold. So I've always liked silver better. And so I got this is silver. It was tarnished as fuck. So I cleaned it up just a little bit. So it looked a little bit better. But still kind of road worn. And then the ring is just really nice looking. But this, yeah, and since that, I wanted to come up with a story for what this was and why, you know, and I actually had the other one on the chain. and the main character in my other book. These are the 3 coins that his dad gave him. Because there's a guy, they're actually supposed to be very valuable, but the town that they're from, he didn't realize that they had tanked and gone under before the guy showed up to. He was a blacksmith. And so basically he left with a lot of coin, and he was just leaving like, hey man, can I get, got this stuff? Like, yeah. He was like, this work? Yeah, definitely. And he, gets it. Makes him this nice suit of armor and shit. Everything that he needs. Dude heads out. He goes back to cash at the other town, and it's fucking gone. It's not even there. And so he just drilled a fucking hole through it, put a ring on it, and then he puts it on the sign. He's like, here, just remember the money doesn't mean shit. Okay. I'm 5. But sure, just a reminder that money don't mean shit. There's so much shit in the Keep Christerian. I really think that's going to be my best thing I'll ever write. It should be about 108,000 words. I got 128,000 words. It's a choose-your-own-adventure novel. Each choice opens up a new world, so it doesn't give away any of the other stories. You can still find a satisfactory ending through almost every choice. I want to have it where even when you lose, it still kind of feels like you don't lose. There's one where you basically end up just going home. And it still felt kind of satisfactory. You give up. And the cool thing is, like, if there's any other endings that I want to have, like, keep going or give up, I can choose give up, and then it shoots over there. And as long as I have them, like, set up a similar thing, like I think they left from a bar. So as long as they're leaving from a bar, wherever they're at, it still makes sense. I can't believe that last night I thought the whole thing was going to change. And here I am back home just with my books. But it doesn't end that. That's not where it ends. Like I said, they all feel satisfactory. I want them to all feel, because that's one thing with Choose Your Own Adventure books when I was younger. You want to leave your finger. I know, I don't. I can see the. I didn't choose that. I didn't choose that. Page 160. Yeah, it's 160. I didn't choose 45. That was a quick the end. No. Mine a bit longer. And you're like, so there's like 3. The way I describe it is there's going to be 3 main characters, and to get to the proper answer, I actually just get to what I call the golden endings, which are the 3 main endings for each one. They tell like a good backstory of what each one are doing and why they're there. In order to get there, you had all 3 have to go, but all 3 can't make it to the end. In different ways. I mean, they don't have to die, but I mean, one has to like bail out. But you can convince them to stay, and there's endings that'll have all 3 of them. But they're not the right ending, and they're not one of the 3 golden endings. So, fuck, that hurts. I hope that gives up soon. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get some actual hash today. How much? I don't know. It's like $20 for a gram, but fuck, does it kick like a fucking mule? Holy shit, dude. That shit had me fucking smoked out. I'd like to get some hydro while I'm there too, possibly. Like I said, for Fridays, get a good hydro so I don't like slip up again. So far, like I said, I've been doing pretty good on my tramadol, and hopefully I don't, slip back into it. The thing is, like I said, I've got 3 months to get I'm going to start tapering down, so I got to get from my current state down to where I'm going to be tapering from, within 3 months. And I'm finding an equilibrium of ill to, and what I gotta do when I'm going out in public. Because I mean, when you go out in public, I can be somewhat kind of sick feeling at home. That's fine, but I don't want to be on the bus at all going, yeah. I mean, if I, no, no one wants on the bus wants to see that either. So I can do, an hour before I leave. Instead of taking 2, I might take 3. So I'm extra crispy. Yeah. I get home and just I won't say suffer through, but like I start feeling that craving to do it more. That's all right. We'll drown you out. This is a funny show, anyways. Got fucking HBO. I got Max. I got Hulu with no commercials. Fuck yeah, man. Fucking brilliant. I hate commercials. Oh my god, I fucking hate. Someone please let me know if these ever have commercials. I fucking hate commercials. And on top of that, they're long as shit, so they'd make a lot of money. I don't make any fucking money. They're not. No, I don't have any commercializations in my fucking, none of my videos ever have ever had. If there is, the YouTube put it on there, they're making money. Yay for them. Scrooge McDuck motherfuckers. Just, it's insane. When's enough money for you guys, dude? When's enough money for you? We gotta make money. Like, Google isn't into everything. Like, Google isn't into everything. Android, AI, all kinds of, they're into everything. And searches. Now, I mean, this would have been like a perfect opportunity to just give something back and to let people know that, no, we like you also. And you give us all this. And you're giving us more video to show to the people, which is why I'm starting KAND, to show how it's supposed to be done. A non-profit organization that welcomes movies, music, art, books, poetry, writing, any of that shit, any kind of art. You're welcome to come over and join with us. I would like to probably break it down to like each letter will stand for different, like almost like K, even though there is no like Kilgore Entertainment, and that'd be like the music and whatever. There could be such and such, in this books. You know what I mean? And that'd be like poetry and all that shit and all the writing and scripts and shit like that. And then there's for the movies, for visual arts and shit like that, paintings, drawings, pictures and shit like that. And then I mean, hell, even games, man. That'd be dope, like making like free games and shit. Because the main thing is having an audience. If there's an audience, that will drive people to work, If you have a good concept, that'll drive people to join your concept on your team. Like, here's the concept. And I got concepts, man. Oh my God. I mean, the whole thing about Unia, it goes from like the 0 era, the 1st era, and 3rd era, just in the books I write. After that, each era starts going by. That 3rd era is more of a medieval style era. And then it goes like medieval. And then pretty much follows ours and like an alternate, like a what if, So it doesn't bump up with our history at all. And then it goes through the eras are different, like, like the Victorian era, so like there's the 1st era, 2nd era, then like the 10th era, the 15th era, kind of instead of the 19th century, like the 19th era would be the 19th century. Now before that, they started counting them by eras, but then it's basically by fads and stuff. This era ended, the Victorian era ended with this thing. With this thing, this causes other. You know what I mean? And it sets these chains of events. The space era, and so I've got stories in the future all the way to the 3rd millennium that I wrote way, way, way back, and that whole 3rd millennium branch is it's a huge universe of its own that includes like space travel, all kinds of shit, multiple races of creature, and crazy enough. That story, when I finished writing my story about Unia, and that just stands for unearth, I needed a place that was not Earth to bump, so it doesn't bump into history. And so I was like, it's something that's not Earth and unearth. Unia. Perfect. Works. I like it. There's also something for the UN. If it gives them cover, fucking great. Good. Whatever the nefarious shit they're up to. They're always going to find some way, the way that they got Bureau of Land Management to be co-opted by Black Lives Matter. You're not going to hear shit about Cliven Bundy when you look up BLM. You're going to look about the most recent fucking abuse or the most recent accusation against them or the most recent accusation they've made. You're not going to hear anything about Cliven Bundy, Harry Reid, and his black eye, much similar to Elon Musk. You're not going to hear about that. You're not going to hear about Cliven Bundy and how they were fighting to keep their land. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I don't know enough about it. I just know that there was basically what it seemed like was basically there was kind of a welfare situation for these people. There are farmers out, I don't remember exactly where, but they were like feeding their cattle off of public land. Bureau of Land Management was kind of saying, hey, you can't do that. And there's like, well, we've been doing it for this, blah, blah, blah. Because, no one's been going out there. Are they looking to develop out there? Probably. That's why they're like, you can't do that. We've been doing it for years. Well, you can't anymore. Well, you were doing and then there's you're a welfare queen. Well, your guys are overstepping your bound. You know what I mean? And then became this big. I think it's actually a gun standoff. I don't remember, but I do remember around that time, Harry Reid. There was a lot of like, oh, Harry Reid from the Republicans out there, like Obama, Harry Reid, and then Nancy Pelosi. The last one was Harry Reid. The one before Nancy Pelosi was Harry Reid. And now it's whoever they're yelling about now. Biden, I guess, now. Because, if he were to collapse or fall, there's no backup. If he were to go apeshit and go nuts, there's absolutely no who knows if he actually was even just sleeping the whole fucking time. And Kamala's been running the goddamn government the whole time. He seems cognitively impaired. What does the president really do? Well, if they're not Trump, they don't do a whole lot, and you don't hear a lot from them. They ceremoniously announce things. That's why Reagan was a good president. Because all he had to do was come out there and say, my fellow Americans, and read a fucking script, and act like a president. And then when he was later on being questioned about all the dirty shit, they probably had plausible deniability. He probably was kept in the dark. And he's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, pretend you have amnesia? And he's like, well, I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. Oh, poor guy has dementia. Okay, he doesn't remember fucking us over with the Iran contract. He doesn't remember doing that? No. Oh. Well, we gotta pardon him. Poor old man. He just fucked over everybody. That's no big deal. I mean, never mind the fact that his name is Ronald something Wilson Reagan, 666. The way Donald Johann Drumpf. If you trace his lineage, John from his line of family comes from Johann. The way Fred comes from Friedrich. So his name would be, if his goddamn grandfather had been allowed back into the fucking country for dodging the draft, he dodged the fucking draft. Like grandfather, like Taco's son. It's in the genes to run from a fight. My grandfather ran from the fight in Germany, was just fucking came here. They ran from work to find gold and riches, and so he started a whorehouse in Alaska. We ran from that, and that name, we changed it from Drumpf to a much better, richer sounding name, Trump. It was like a miracle that just changed and went away. Like just went away. It was gone. Overnight, poof. Go down to the tax place and say, hey, here's money. And he said, okay, do you have this name? I said, yeah. And then said, here's $20. And he said, okay, you're now Trump. And I've been putting Trump everywhere since then. And that's why you should give me money. This is a service you're providing me? Yes, I'm bringing you Trump. Can I get less? It's all on my fucking TV every god. I like Sleepy Joe. He wasn't on my fucking TV. Comedy was about comedy. TV shows were about shit, not the fucking virus. Because we had serious people that, like doctors, and we listened to them. Like Dr. Fauci just got on there once Obama's like, hey, hey, you'll suck my dick. Get over here and fuck. No, he was hired before then. He's been on the job like 50 fucking years before this. He was fine fighting AIDS. He's fine fighting Ebola. Come Corona, he's a fucking criminal. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I love the Constitution, and I can't wait till we change it to get you motherfuckers out of here. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We can't change the Constitution. Really? Then what the fuck is an amendment? Well, they didn't mean to change. Then why did they fucking ban alcohol and then unban it? So there's already a process for putting in an amendment? Yeah. And then taking that amendment out? Yeah. And you just leave the fucking amendment in where you both put it in and took it out? Yeah. So there's already a fucking process? Yeah. Then why are you trying to executive order this shit? There's a process. If it is truly as popular as you say, 3/4 of Congress should fucking get behind it. As well as the people. You got neither. Shut the fuck up about a goddamn mandate. Until you can show me somewhere in the goddamn Constitution says if a president wins by a little less than 50 fucking percent, but he feels like that should be 100, then he gets a mandate and doesn't have to do anything in this document. That's why maggots are irredeemable. That's why they're deplorable and horrible. He's a rapist, convicted in court. I don't care if they missed. If they fucked up, which they didn't, he should have his chance to appeal, right? Which he hasn't. And if he has, he's lost. Which means, in the eyes of America that you claim to love, the law enforcement said, fucking guilty! By a jury of his fucking peers! You're gonna listen to criminal about what was happening? Hey, Al Capone, I just want to tell everybody I didn't do it. He's bragging about fucking being convicted. I think, to be sadly honest, I think he's confused persecuted and prosecuted. I think he doesn't know the difference between the two words. Because I've been prosecuted more times than Alphonse Capone. That's nothing to brag about. That's something to be like, holy shit, dude. What the fuck have we done? More than Al Capone? At least that motherfucker's got a tasty chicken named after his fucking ass. This guy's got a fucking shit-ass fucking hotel that you probably can't afford to stay in. Oh, you know, if you get enough crypto, maybe you can stay in one of them, though. Buy enough of his fucking crypto coins. Oh, you can't get any of that? Yeah, why? Because it's fucking bought up by the Saudis. People you'll never see. No, oh, he just has rich, powerful friends. How come no one loaning him any fucking money when he's on the hook for $130 million to E. Jean Carroll? He had to go through a shady-ass fucking dealer that they've later invalidated as a fucking viable source of fucking money. Because he's scum. Money is my scum. If you just admit that you're racist and you hate people and whatever, I would at least respect you. It's the constant lies And if you think it's true, it's the idiocy. The stupidity I can't respect. That's just like, holy fuck. No, again, that's you. I'm thinking you might have to go. I'm not joking. The next evolution is going to be of the mind. And Neanderthal, where are they? They had to go. Neanderthal, whatever. They had to go. Oh, there's genes. Yeah, there's remnant genes, because not all of them. Some of them, I guess, were good people, I would say. Now, that's what we say it. Call it the Trump rule. Trump rule. So number 3, the first rule about Trump rules is you don't talk about Trump rules, so shut the fuck up. I'm not supposed to even say the name. Unless bad luck visit these parts. I think people will still keep calling people Hitler. I thought perhaps they're going to start calling people Trump once he's gone, and he's going. He has everyone goes. He's 80 years old. He's going. He's dead. I'm 50 years old. I'm like, fuck. I'm like going 30 years away from that. I'm dead. I know it. I'm just, fuck you. He's dead. He's fucking dead. So all your hopes and dreams are in a guy that might make another 4 years max. Biden is already older than him, and look where he's at. And I don't think he's that bad, if I'm being honest. For fucking 82, no, he's like, what, 83, 84 now? Oh, and by the way, no, he might still be 82. Yeah, because Trump's turning, he's 2 years older. He's 2 years older than Donald Trump. So saying he's too old to take office this time around, so they made him, I won't say made him step down, his cognitive decline. How sharp and alert do you want your 82-year-olds at 9 o'clock at night, after being president all day? But Trump was doing nothing all day. Trump was nothing all day. He's never anything. He's nothing. I wouldn't doubt he's not even in control. That bruise to Elon's face was probably Russian. You owe money. A lot of it. That's what Hillary's saying. Putin would rather have a puppet. No puppet, no puppet. You're the puppet. Suddenly all of you begin Russian. I'd rather be Russian than a Democrat. That still means you're not in America. Idiot. You nursed the snake back to health. He was dying. He was done for. He had no money. That was his last gasp. But you said, grab him by the pussy. His locker room talk. And started funneling money to him. He said, this is our last great white hope to usher in the new South. That new blissful heaven where guys can just do whatever they want to women again. This, where, the white man will finally get the respect he deserves again. Well, we're most of the country anyways. Yeah, but most of you honestly don't think like you. You just, when you're in a room, you guys don't really bring it up because there's no one to bring it up to. You'd be preaching to like the choir is what you, and so you don't say, you call yourself the silent majority because you look around each other and and that person's nice, and they nod back to you. You're like, oh, yeah. No. So it looks like you're every fucking where, because you are. You're every fucking where. But then once those hats start popping on, you start going, no. Oh shit, I wouldn't even shop in the same store had I known. Silent majority, then why didn't you quite handily win this? Oh, election fraud, right? It could be that your ideas are hugely and widely unpopular, always have been, and Donald Trump is not going to change that. You just change your belief about how popular it was when you had a chance to win. Understand? How that flipped, the great delusion? Because he won by not winning, and then you had to justify that. So millions and millions of immigrants must have voted. No. He lost by 8 million votes. That doesn't make any sense. The vote goes, no, it doesn't, not in this country. And I've been saying that since I was fucking 7. No, it does not. They explained it to me and I'm like, what? The fuck's an electoral college? Well, there are people. No, I get that, but is this a college you can go to? Can the rest of us go to? No, it's not a college. Well, what the fuck's an electoral college? The electoral college is, but who? Okay, see, and I'm young, so I guess they figure it's too in depth for me to understand, or maybe they don't even fucking know themselves. We vote, and then those votes go to the electoral college. Is this a building? What is it? It's the electoral college. Is it a university where they teach people to do this? Are people hired in? Are people fired? Does anyone know who works there? No, but they tabulate according to the thing, and then they tell us what to think and who our president is. Oh, so Samuel Clemens way back in the day was right when he said, if voting could change anything, they would not let you do it. Left, right, left, 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 right, left, right, right, left, right. Don't think about where we're going, just did your team win last night? Hey, I like that. Did your team win last night? Oh, first you go left and right. I won't question what you say. If I do, that makes me gay. Ah, good soldier. You get in there with other soldiers and you shower up. Like a good, hard, sweaty soldier. Sir, yes, sir. Came in here to check all of your instruments. I'm just saying. I got a chance to join the army. I said, that's a lot of time around a lot of dudes. That's not like prison to me. So it's like, I mean, that's, if you think about it, your best choices leaving like high school and or college are prison, 3 cots in a hut, or military, 3 cots in a cot and you actually get paid. Kill people, get locked away in prison, have your life taken away, join the military, kill the right people, get a Purple Heart. Yeah, I'll join them. Kill the right people. Oh, I get it. It's not the murder. I was murdering the wrong I should have been murdering those guys. Fuck. Well, give me my gun. Shit. I got the, no, just point me in the direction. Jeffrey. Yeah, you guys, come on. We're killing the wrong people. Right, but can you focus that energy over there? Right, not ours. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to pay us a lot of fucking cash. They're going to call us heroes and fucking throw ticker tape parades. It's going to be all, sure, eat somebody. Don't make it too big, okay? As long as we don't get another Abu Ghraib talking fucking shit going on here. As long as there's no photographs, okay? Jesus, Jeffrey, use some common sense. There's plenty to go around. No need to freeze any, okay? We'll be deployed many times. On many theaters. We may have to eat many a cuisine, my friends. But in the end, they will taste our freedom. Oh, yes, they will. One way or another, you're going to taste our fucking freedom. There goes an hour. You ain't never gonna get back. I spent my hour. That was my hour to spend. Did you have an hour to spend? If you did, then hey. Welcome to being KIND. Be sure to tip your waiters and waitresses on the way out. The show's not over, but I mean, just saying for later. Unless you gotta go. If you gotta go, I understand. Hey, man. It's early morning. Or evening, spokojnej noche, brojne utro, whatever the fuck you are. I don't. I don't care. What ja proszę was? I'm trying to think what to do. So it's 6:11, and the first I can get there is 9 o'clock. That's like 3 hours. It takes an hour to get there. Which is cool, because like, the great thing is, like, I don't have to think about shit. I put in my earbuds. I know all the bus I'm supposed to get to. I know the stops I'm supposed to get to. I want to be able to carry like fucking at least a couple pre-rolls in my backpack. And so when I get there, I have to wait for a bus. And sometimes you got to wait like 30 minutes. Like I join, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if people are there. I'll step away. I mean, I'm not going to be right there. I mean, I won't step away. I'm going to be like, I don't fucking care. No, man, I'm going to go over there. I'm find which direction the wind's blowing. Stand away from people. Some other dude, I was at the bus stop, and just like, hey, man, I'm going to piss. There's no bathroom out here. And he's like, I'm just going to go over. Well, don't announce that shit. Just go do it. Well, I'm like, what's he doing? He's got his back turned. Like some water. Did he spring a leak? Is he okay? Did he spring a leak? Did you guys see him get stabbed? What's he shaking? He's jumping up and down. Oh, he's taking a leak. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm glad I spent so much time staring. Trying to figure out what gender this motherfucker is. Son of a bitch. You could have one of those to-go things. I don't know. Women got them now. Women can do everything men can do, apparently, except make sperm. And they're probably working on that shit, too. We're going to get rid of you fuckers one way or another. Because you made us. We learned it by watching you, all right? We were all XX. And then we became XY. Some of us transitioned. We made a choice and said, no more insanity. Why? Yeah, no, I know XX, but why? So you can tell me why. I ain't going, I ain't fucking doing shit. Fine. I got a memory. Fuck you. Got a memory in a hand. Well, then take your excess over there, then. Look at his back. Who needs fucking midlife crisis? Yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't matter of time. Even if it's just for that, I don't care. Nature's a bitch. Because I was just like, I don't really want to either. I'm gonna. Anybody watch Last Man on Earth? Fuck, that's a great show. That's some insanity. That's some insanity right up my alley right there, man. The first 2 episodes are a little hard to get through. Pardon me, because they're both characters are so fucking annoying. You know? But, I mean, if they've been alone that long, if you think about it, you would not want to change your ways at all. And if you're driving around and you saw a sign, you'd be like, oh, shit, my dream person's going to be out there. And then you get there and you're like, oh, you ain't my dream person at all. It's not a nightmare. Okay? It's kind of a night. It's a bit of a bad dream. No, it's a nightmare. Oh wow, it's a dream I never thought I could dream before. Okay, that'll work. It's kind of sweet if you think about it. Kind of loving. Because all of them make some kind of, I mean, if you watch it, you'll get it, what I'm saying. But there was someone that only watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes, and they're like, I didn't even watch the whole series. And they're going through like what, how it's just a typical male fantasy of having, their last person on Earth and having this say, I was like, you obviously did not watch the show. Yes, that was his attitude when the new lady showed up. If you keep watching, you see that he goes with the first girl that drove him crazy. He's just trying to escape the bonds of domesticity. Like, no, you weren't watching that at all. They just weren't made for each other, and yet they were. It just took the world ending for them to, get over themselves. Fine. Yes, fine, we'll do it. Under any normal circumstance, no fucking way. It's not even an attraction thing. I do not like the way you correct my grammar. I do not like the way you dress. I do not like the way you make me stop at stop signs. Before I get you, too fast. I know where the fucking stop sign is. Anyways, yeah. Looking forward to getting some old school hash. It crumbles so good. Like when you put it, it's just this little, it comes in this little fucking block, man. And you just got I got this really fucking dope ass knife that keeps sharp as fuck. I keep it on me. When you're riding the bus, there's crazy motherfuckers, man. Sometimes there's weird fucking people, so I just keep it right there by my head, Somewhere I can just go, I can flip that shit out if I need to, just shit, just like, I just wouldn't, man. I just wouldn't. You can sit back down. I just wouldn't. Okay, cool. This saves a lot of time, wouldn't? You know what I mean? Like, by the time you get ready to stand up, some guys say, like, I just wouldn't. Just sit back down. The bus driver's not giving a look by that time. Just sit back down. Sit on back down. This is just one. I have another. It's bigger. Sit on down. I have a roofing knife that I keep in my pack. It's got this big ass fucking hook blade. It's pretty, it's pretty fucking, it's just it's a hook about like that big. And it's just sharp as fuck, and it's for fucking cutting shingles. And you put in there. I should probably sharpen that before I go. It's dope, man. Because it's got like a lot of reinforcement behind it. Because it's not just like, it doesn't just hook like that, but it's got like a lot of metal that comes like this around it. So it's just this, it's a weird, when it closes until instead of being like a flat blade, it closes and it's got like this, it comes out like that. And you unhook it and you open it up and like, oh yeah, that's why. So one's got like that in this hand coming out this way like that. I got the other one this one. Like, if you want to fight, whatever you want to do, man. I can do that. Flip whatever you want to do, we can do. I don't give a shit. What do you want to do? Sit back down. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sit on down. Just enjoy the ride. Put your headphones back in. I said what I said, and you're gonna live with it. Because what I say is not a lie, and like that's my new saying also. Am I actually wrong, or are you just mad that I'm right? Which, I mean, you're being honest. Of the two, which is it? Am I actually wrong? No? Okay, then sit the fuck back down, would you? There's no reason to do this shit over fucking... You're wrong, and that's embarrassing. I get that. I've been wrong. It's embarrassing as fuck. I don't try to punch the person. I'm like, God damn it. Yeah. Fuck! Damn it, you're right, man. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, I know, you're right. You're right. I said you're right. I can say with less attitude, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right, okay? That's not the same thing. Fuck, you're right. It's embarrassing, man. It's hard to do. But it's fucking soul cleansing as shit, dude. Everybody's wrong. What are you, God? Only God makes no mistakes. And even then, he makes mistakes. They just work out in his favor. He just doesn't know how. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's already pre-planned for him also. You know? He replanned the steps and forgot what he was doing so that way he can walk the same shit with him, you know? I think that's what this whole thing has been about. The image that I got in this very room of the when I was with my ex, there was a bedroom. This was the bedroom, and there's a bed right here, and there's like a nightstand over on this side, and right on the there's a bookshelf there, and there's a nightstand, and there's a plant, and in the winter time, it would sit there in the sun, and like those little kind of dust, sun shower kind of things, you know what I mean, that come floating through. I don't know if I'd been smoking or not, but it was doing that. And as I looked at the fucking plant, and I could see the sunlight coming through, and the things swirling through the sun swirling through the light swirling through the smoke and shit. And these fucking equations start coming off the fucking. I don't know what any of it means. But I can see it. I can see the equations coming out of it. I'm like, what the fuck? And what ended up happening was basically I was looking at an analogy to something I didn't understand. You understand? It was the shortest way to explain kind of like what God is and what we're doing. So it was a very, very cold wintry day, and it was snowy outside. And these have the double panes of glass to keep the, and then the plant was here. I walked up and put my hand in the light, and it was as warm as any sunlight could ever be. You know, it wasn't dimmed at all. It was just warm. Warm. And then I look outside, and there's just snow everywhere. And I touch the glass, and the glass is cold. And so I know the outer glass is even colder. There's this plant flourishing. And like I said, that's what made me stop to look at the fucking equations coming off of it. That's why it made me like touch my hand into it, and I could feel the warmth. And I was just like, that's crazy. And what's even worse is I know this is the answer, but I just don't know what the question is. And it's, where is God? He's outside of the universe. Possibly, if you consider this, I don't have anything good to represent. Universe, 0. This has been about creating the universe and everything that will ever exist. Universe 1.0 is, our universe is inside of a black hole, singularity, where all time happens simultaneously. The creation and the end touch each other, thereby bending, warping time and space, creating the thing that we experience called time. It's just a dilation. A black hole explains what they're talking about, the time dilation and shit. That explains everything. I don't know if their idea of a black hole is correct, but this idea, their idea, what they think happens with the black hole. Now, I don't know what they call black holes if they actually do that. I'll explain that in a bit. Well, I've never explained that in the past, so we exist inside here. What's at the edge of our universe? If you were to go to that, you'd be like trying to leave from the inside of a black hole. Are you going to do that? Nope. You'll come out of this other place at another time. It'll seem like you're going for another ever. And when you get to the end of that, it'll hit that and it'll come out another place another time. Somebody came out for another forever. You might even pass yourself going by. Oh, look at this, someone else driving. No, that's our shit. Look, that's us going, oh no, that was the first one. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. Okay, I see what's happening. When we get to the edge there at the thing, we're not passing through a membrane. We're passing through, I mean, it is, but it's not like into another place. We don't ever leave here. And it would take so fucking long just to get there to begin with. According to all calculations. So, 14 billion years to make this. Then it's all done. God can do whatever he wants. He created himself, created everything. It's a black hole. It's sucked in everything outside into it. All energy, impossibility is inside our universe. Are there other universes? That would be multiverses. That would have to exist where? Inside of a universe. Right. Similar type thing. Those all gone. So that only ours is left. Because this is like where it starts at zero station, where zero becomes one. Steps outside of this universe and starts to create shit out here. Once he creates some shit out here, it's what what would you probably call heaven. It's where God, everything's perfect, everything runs smooth, everything's is a circle around there, just perfect timeline of nothing. You don't have any interaction with it at all. God's doing his thing. The universe, like the asteroids and shit, everything's running perfect. You introduce us, we graduate to a higher level. He's got to be out here at another thing to host Universe 1.0 as you're coming into it, which we'll be graduating into, or if we haven't already done it. I think we might have already done it. Graduating to Universe 1.0. Then pretty much anything can be possible because everything's been done. Understand? Now there's another thing where God existed. In order for you to bring you into there, he has to go out. But once he figures it out, he can come back in. He doesn't have to keep going making bigger ones. We can start making big ones from here on out together. The first one had to. Why? Because he is all. He exists. He is, and that is just the core fundamental truth. It just is. He has to make himself. And he has to step outside that to have a place to create us. We're inside the universe, but we're still stuck inside with all this bad shit. So in order to get to heaven, you'd have to graduate through death, whatever the process is. Not all will die before entering the kingdom of heaven. Into Universe 1.0. In order to make a 1.0, he has to host that by going out into 2.0. What's out in 2.0? We'll get there together. He just makes a host, an area, a blank area. Once we're in here and we're out of there, because there's no way we're going to get out of here to there without him getting us out of there. You want to know any other way? No. So he gets us over here. But in order to get here, again, he has to host us. He has to be there now in this. He can host himself because he can host himself in this because the first one he just created himself. If he had risked that in there, he could possibly not be the only one. Someone else could take it, and then they take it, and then it's going to ruin, because he's the only one that will set it right to do it selflessly, go do it, and then come back and go, see? What? All of us. Oh, yeah. I told you there's nothing special about me. I've been saying that. There's nothing special about me. I don't want that to be anyways. I saw my mom this morning. I've been having like a lot of epiphanies since beginning the ketamine therapy. Well, I've been just agreeing to do it. So again, I gotta thank Chris for, she's the secretary up there at, I don't know if they want to be known on there, so I won't say at the place I'm receiving therapy with Kate. That's my practitioner. Both are awesome. But I was at my wit's end, man. I was really done with this fucking place, and I was just gonna bail because they kept trying to sign in. I couldn't sign in through their app thing through here, and then they said, "We'll just come in and fill it out here." I came in to fill it out there, and their computer would not let me do it. I'm like, I'm just gonna go. And then she's like, well, hang on. And then she started filling it out, and she started filling it out for me. And I was like, I was just being shitty. Like, I admit it today. I was like, I was just really in a bad place, but I'm sorry if I was, whatever. And they're like, oh, yeah, whatever. But I had to thank them for doing that, for everything, because I was just going to bail. And I think this is actually going to help a whole lot. If nothing else, like I said, I'm able to go in there for like 45 minutes and just process information. It's really pretty astounding. Like I said, because this place doesn't make any sense. And so for a mind like mine, it's torturous. Because 1 and 1 is 2, 2 is 2 is 4. And I'm seeing like 2 and 2 is 5, and 1 and 1 is 3. Like everywhere. Why is that? That doesn't make any sense. Did you guys plan this city at all? What the fuck is that? Because my dad's an engineer, my mom's an architect. If your two parents are both musicians, you'd be more likely inclined to play music, and or if you decide to focus on that, they wouldn't fuck with you. My parents really just didn't fuck with me about who I was and who I was going to be or anything like that. It's really cool. I got to credit them for that. It could be that my dad was too busy in his drugs and whatever, and, they could be, hippies that are like, yeah, your own self, you be yourself. I don't know. It could be that fact that I really wasn't a bad kid. I kind of just stayed to myself and played in my room. And so therefore, it's like, because there's my little sister and my older brother. And there's one part like, okay, you're in your room playing, cool, yeah. That's the one thing I don't have to worry about. You're always in there. What are you doing? He-Man's kicking the shit out of Cobra, man. They're not in the same universe. No. That's why he's so big, and he's kicking the fuck out of him. Yeah, sure, man. You say fuck? Yeah, I've been watching George Carlin. Really? Mm-hmm. It's fucking funny. Hooligan 6. I think that's, I would suggest that. Maybe not George Carlin, but like Gallagher. People think it's corny. But as a 6-year-old, and I keep bringing this up, but it kind of qualifies what I'm talking about. When I was in 3rd grade, they gave me the California aptitude tests, whatever, CATs, California Achievement Test, aptitude test, whatever, achievement test, I think. And I scored 12th grade across the board, except for in math, where I didn't care because I hate math. And I scored, and then they had my mom come up and they said they're going to skip me 3 grades, see if that challenged me. And if not, they're going to keep skipping me until I did get challenged. And I was pissed a long time that I didn't get to do that. But now I saw there's like a kid that had like a 200 IQ. And when it's found out how high his IQ was at like 5, he knew like several languages and shit. And they basically were just like, you're going to be the next Einstein. So, they basically totally set him up to be this next, you can do anything. And then, of course, when he starts challenging conventions, you can't do that. No, that doesn't work that way. He came up with a universal language to help everybody speak one language, so it'd be smart. Because he spoke like 5 languages, so he figured out how to put together a language that, when they finally caught up with him, he was just like in this print office, just working like a nothing job, trying to put that shit as far behind him as he could. And I was just picturing, I was like, oh yeah, I'd be like 12 or 13 coming on the campus. And if I were to come up and like erase that, if I had, because my epiphany that I've had is like not E equals MC squared, just erase the M and the E and then put M equals EC squared. Mass equals energy. There you go. Now you don't have to worry about the energy, because now you're defining what mass is, not what energy is. And mass would be energy moving at twice the speed of light, which is completely possible because energy would just pull from energy potential, any kind of energy it needed, and it could just do it. You don't have to get anything going to speed of light, because it is light. It is, and that is what mass is. It's the displacement. Like if you just displace water, it's because this piece of energy is moving, so fast it seems solid. It's going so fast it's a blur. And if you were to squeeze on it, it just goes between here and here. This just goes between here and here. So you squeeze on it, it's solid. But if it's not full solid, you can kind of bend it, because it's not really solid. If I were to bend this, I could bend it. I don't want to bend my shit. But I mean, it's cheap enough that it can be bent. And the more solid it is, the faster the vibrations, I'd imagine. Just the same way. Well, I'd have to. I mean, is it cold? Does cold get slower vibration? I think they tried to make a superfluid recently, and they succeeded. I don't know, but there's already. I don't know why they're trying to make things that already exist. Gas. I guess what they're trying to do is basically trying to bring the negative world to this world. And you can't do that, because there does exist a negative world. But the reason you can't do anything with it is because it's going backwards while we're going forwards to get rid of entropy. Like I said, if you look at the creation of everything as 0 and eternity as a symbol as 1, 0 and 1. Where does 0 come from? Well, -1. Where does it go? Just 1 and 2. You see what I'm saying? So there's an infinite amount of spaces between 0 and 1. But eventually you get tired of fucking around counting decimal points, and you go ahead and move your stupid ass over to 1. And when you're done, you're probably go, okay, it goes 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. That's 0.6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's enough. There's deca between there, but we really don't deal with that. We went on that fucking trip for a long fucking time. We don't have to do that shit any goddamn more, okay? It's now graduated. Understand? It's now graduated to another level. Yeah? We've gone from 0 to 1. We're going to go from 1 to 2, and then we got to get to infinity there, and then we got to figure out what the fuck happens there. Well, what happens there is infinitely large, so it goes infinite -1, -2, -3, -4, and then 0 is going -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -6. And make a complete loop, wrapping our whole fucking thing up that goes wide and narrows down, and then wide and narrow. There's a point where it doesn't exist for just a second before it becomes something, and then becomes everything for just a second, and then comes nothing. As I said, if you want to take proof of it, take it out of camera, take a photograph, like old school camera, take out a photograph, get it developed, or at least take out the negative inside there. There it is. There's your proof. You caught that time. One's going this way, one's going that way, and you caught it. And that's proof that time exists, isn't it? Video. Well, why are you on video? Why can't we go back and watch it? Because that's negative fucking time that you captured. That's harmless negative time. They're trying to harness. You can't. You could undo the world, but I guess, I mean, you're going to do whatever you guys are going to do because that's what you're going to do. You know, the Antichrist is out there, Donald Trump, and his followers are bowing down. For some people that are so afraid of being chipped through whatever, Elon Musk is working with Neuralink. Not disturbed at all by that, but don't you ever touch me with modern medicine. And the Darwin Awards go to. They probably line up in their best dress clothing. Well, the Trump is flag clothing. They're making fun of you. Yeah, but I won. That's a sweet ass trophy. Look at it. Oh, I can't wait to rub my friend. Look at it! Look. That was Kung Fu Fist you missed. God. You can't be... Don't be swayed by how fast the punch is played. If it rhymes, it has to be correct. Understand? Always. Donald Trump is a dump. See, it rhymes. It has to be true. Between his butt cheeks, there is a clump. What it is, some kind of lump. Oh, that's just Eric and Donald Jr. Ben Carson. Where have you been? You didn't... Oh, that was the other friend of his. I got 5 on it. What did you guys didn't buy in the 555 deal? Herman Cain's his name, so you better ride that train. Oh man, 1 minute and 30 seconds. That'd be fucked up. So it's been 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I mean, what if you did look? It's been 1 minute and 30 seconds. No, he's right. Yeah, no, go back with your life. You've only got 5 hours. I'm gonna need tomorrow. We're gonna go between 1 and 2. We're gonna do a long little loop, just you and me, buddy. We're gonna get you straight, though. We're gonna get you straight. Oh, don't cry like that. This is gonna be fun. You need a better example. Just for a couple millennia. Because apparently you're hard-headed as shit. And I need to actually, mentor you myself. Like some side tutoring shit. Oh, my back is fucking killing me. My neck is just... What is that guy? McGwitch, yeah. When I gave the guy the joint, McGwitch, I'm like, he's like, you don't, like, it was like he was Iroquois or something like that, and I was like, no, and he's like, you look kind of like, oh no, I'm biracial, hit me with that again? It's like, McGwitch, and he's like, okay, he's like, it means stanky. I was like, oh, cool, man, no problem. And, he was about to head off. And then, where was that? No, because he was getting on the bus. So, yeah, I gave it to him and he got on the bus. But I didn't know if I would talk to him or anything like that after that. But as he was getting on, there's another one. It's, it's fairly different. McGwitch and it's like a McGaw. I don't know, but he's like, I guess I don't know. If I run into him again, I'll ask him what it was. But McGwitch was the thank you. Yeah, that's dope. I'd like to, like Perry Phil said, I wish I knew everyone's nickname, all their slang and all their sayings. Every way to show affection, how to dress to fit the occasion. And I wish we all waved. At this moment, you should be with us, feeling like we do, like you love to, but never will again. I miss you, my dear Ziola. Yeah. I was really in love with Ritual de la Habitual, like hardcore. I was like, fuck, this is so incredible. And the bass player in our band for 6 Feet Under, Scott McAwee, he had like a fucking badass bass system in his car. The Grand Damn It. It was a Grand Dam. And it was a Pontiac Grand Dam, and they called it the Grand Damn It. But being a bass player, he had like a boom, like it was clear. Because he knew what he was doing. It was clear. So I'm like, I'm just starting to get stoned around this time, And so like it's still like that very giggly, fucking weird phase, and time warp phase, And I was talking about how much I love, Jane's Addiction. We just got finished smoking, and he had a friend, Scott. He's like, if you like Ritual de la Habitual, have you heard like Nothing Shocking? I said, no. He's like, oh, you're going to love this. And so he switches the CD over to Summertime Rolls. And me and the drummer for the band are in the back seat. You don't understand how hard the bass. It's just, and we're just both just like dying laughing. Like I'm like, this is so fucking good. Oh my God, it's so good. And we're just cracking up. And I look over at him and he's like, it's tickling my ribs. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why it's fucking making me laugh too. And we're just back there just cracking up. You had to know him because he had this fucking funny laugh. Like, when he really get going. Oh, shit. I hope he was fucking hilarious, man. Middle restaurant stands up. What? I lost my virginity. Yeah. Well, sit down, darling. I'm sure we'll find it somewhere. I wish I had the presence. I was too busy laughing. I couldn't do it. I wish I would have. And so we'll find it. You check your purse. And sometimes it gets in there. When I borrow it, I don't want to ruin mine. You got a really nice, pristine virginity. Mine, you got a compliment. It's like, well, then why don't you use? Exactly. I don't want to make mine worse and dirtier. So I'm saving. It's all clean, and I'm saving it. Candy ass, you got the cutest little candy ass. Oh, how are you guys doing? Anyone out there? Cool. I want to play some draw for you. I want to play some draw. There's something new, but I can't just yet. We got another song that we gotta get. Anti-Alias, Oris Arden. Floated by, but it's not the one. I don't have the lyrics to that one. I do, but yeah. I know you're somewhere, aren't you? You know what? looking back on my life?
Yeah, looking back on my life, I've done a lot of crazy things. Yeah, but I'm a changed man now. A lot of mistakes I made. God still spared my life. I realized all the crazy things I did, it wasn't really worth it. Darkness falls, a child is born. Mother working 2 jobs, and my father's gone. Another victim in the ghetto, with all the hood. The waste of Texas looking for me, it ain't good. I was labeled as a ghetto thug. I be running the street with them hoodlums at night, cause it showed me love. Thinking back in time, other things I did. I was wildin' out of control, trying to strike it rich. An attitude like what? A young black man living in America that'll give a I've done a lot of things, I've gotten a lot of but as I stop and think about it, wasn't really worth it. How did I get so far? Man, I don't care if I live or die, man. Where do I belong? Nobody care about me. I care about me. I take care of me. Did I ever go wrong? I gotta hustle, I know the shit. You know what I'm saying? If I took the time I gotta go get it, I gotta take it. Ain't nobody gonna give me nothing. Well, my mind ain't ready. It seems that if I'm here, you don't care about me. You don't care about nothing. I don't care about nothing. All y'all be talking about is this and that, this and that. I'ma tell you, don't nobody take care of nobody but you, and you take care of yourself. Realest dudes, y'all support, just keep a brother down. With a brother that's broke, ain't got no ears, girls won't come around. Girls be trippin', say no money, then no loving G. Forget that kid, I'll keep my chicken till I make ends meet. Bootleg on the bill, bootleg on the cable, still can't find no work. Gotta do what I gotta do, I'm gonna survive up in this cruel world. I'm not afraid of death, but see, I see no hope. I call a friend to put me on and started slanging dope. More money, more bills, more friends, still I feel just like I'm trapped. All the dirt I've done, I feel like there's no turning back. God has spared my life, but I didn't deserve it. As I stop and think, it wasn't really worth it. How did I get so far gone? Where do I belong? And where in the world did I ever go wrong? If I took the time to realize with my mind and ready, it seems that if I'm here but I'm gone. How did I get so far gone? Where do I belong? And where in the world did I ever go wrong? If I took the time to realize with my mind and ready, it seems that if I'm here but I'm gone.
Another fire came down from heaven. I was drowning in your tears. I feel your breath upon my head, and I'm praying for you, my dear. And oh, Lord, just what I'm told. And along the way, from here to where you stay, I count the stones turning autumn gray. And I wander on alone. Another fire came down from heaven, and I'm drowning in your tears. The words I say just melt away, but I'm praying for you, my dear. I wrote that song for my brother. He's been off for quite some time. He's had his own problems that I got no business talking about here, but he definitely wasn't the best big brother, but I don't know what he went through himself. All I know is I had to deal with my dad as much as he did, if not more, because he was actually always gone. And I mean, I definitely saw me get more shit from my dad than I ever saw him get, you know. But I was trying to tell him, oh, that bird's back. What if he wants to play again? That's the one. He's all doing it. Oh, he learned a new one. Like, yeah. So he wants to play. I'll play later. I was at my mom's house. I was like, that'd be cool. I was sitting there walking to like throw out some trash. I was like, I kind of miss my friend, my little birdie friend, and playing with them because it was fun. We were out there for a while. Like I said, it'd be like if you could see, like if a dog was just sitting there like going, happy, you know, whatever they say, you know, and then like, you know, it's all mispronounced and shit, but they're still saying it, you know, like the other birds understand what they're saying, you know. I'm like, what? There's a fucking, I was in, you know, I mean, I was getting the notes, and then I was going, doing weird shit, and I could hear just tons of birds outside, just, you know, chirping and tweeting and stuff, and they're trying like, yeah, do this. I'm like, I can't even get that fucking high, dude, no. And then, yesterday, the one showed up with like a kind of sound. And I was doing that with them, but he could do it like longer sustained. Those around that kind of chip, and he was fast. I'm like, I no, man, I can't do that. I can do a little bit, but yeah. So, yeah, but I was walking, taking the trash out, and like, I miss my bird, man. It'd be cool to go. And then all of a sudden, the one way out in the woods went. I was like, no fucking way. You didn't follow me. If you followed me here, that'd be funny as shit. So I did it a couple more times, and it did it back. That was fucking great, man. Like, no fucking way. Where is he? He's gone. He was out there doing it. I fucking love that thing, man. Hour and 44 minutes. What time is it? It's probably getting close to hit that bus, isn't it? 7 o'clock. I gotta get there I got on the bus by 8. Yeah, I gotta go. So, It might be coming like in 30 minutes. So let me go ahead and make sure I'm getting on the right bus. Because yeah, they do come on the half hour. Fuck, I might only have 30 minutes. That's my alarm. I think it's time. Oh, man. Shit. I think I am right, though. I think it comes on the half hour. I have to get there at 9:30. Would that be? You got to get there for 11. Okay, I can't hit that one in case it is. Early bird special, man. 20% off. Are you fucking kidding me? No, dude. On $100, it's like fucking $20. Yeah, you get. Actually, that would be the tax. I wouldn't have to pay the tax on it. I hit the wrong thing. You guys have a good day. I hope you have as good a day as I'm going to have, because I'm about to have a great day. I'll see you